Welcome back to Alpha Tactics. Guys, we got another cool one today. So we're gonna be discussing semi-auto 22 rifles. Now, if any of y'all grew up like me or any of my friends did, you probably shot these things a lot. And we're gonna try to figure out, as far as budget 1022s, which means some of these are upgraded, but as far as budget 1022s, which one would be the best to go with? Now, Savage and Ruger are gonna be our main topics today. So what we have here, there's several different guns. So we have the Savage A22, fantastic option. I think they typically run less than 500. I'm pretty sure all these do, but typically run a good bit under $500, as well as this one. So this is new from Savage. And I will say there's some pretty cool upgrades on this that come from the factory, like this MDT rail that's 20 MOA rail on top, along with the AR style grips and just a really cool little chassis on there. Now this one is the Oryx, so ORYX from Savage. Super awesome gun. I really like the FDE color on this. I'm a huge fan of that. And then we've got the Ruger 1022. And what I kind of want to do is go over like some of my main picks from these weapons that I really like and some that I, well, really hate. But there's different upgrades on these. Of course, there's none of these guns come with scopes how they are. This one actually does come with this beautiful gray and, well, multicolored wood finish. It's a super awesome gun. I do like how it's got the cuts up here on the side of the handrail right there. But anyways, I do have a few gripes with this. We'll just start with the Savage today. So the Savage comes factory, which I think this is the only mag you can get for it, with this helical, terrible magazine. I'm not a fan of it for a lot of reasons, mainly because it sucks to load. But we'll start with that. And if y'all will, give me just a second, I'll put my ear pro on and we'll get started. Okay, now that we're loaded up, I do want to real quick kind of show y'all, we are using Federal, these 40 grain, just, with all of them, to be fair, give a fair test. And I've already oiled them all up too, so they all have a fair test against each other. The firing mechanism on one of them is a little bit different, but I'll get to it as I show that one. But anyways, I forgot to get batteries for my headphones today, so y'all might see me kind of open it up, and hopefully I don't forget before I shoot. But we'll take a few shots at this steel plate. Now, all of these today are going to have this same style little side charging handle on them, so they're all about the same in that fashion. Not a whole lot to that one. Super awesome gun. It's flat shooting. I like how this is the only one of the bunch, yes, that actually has the fluting on the barrel right there. But it is also the only one of these that does not have a threaded barrel on it. So this one typically runs, you can get it from most Walmarts, I believe, but typically runs about $450 without the scope on it. So really good, style right there. Plus you get a beautiful wooden stock if you're into that kind of stuff. Then onto this one. So this is Savage, one of their newer 22s they come out with, and I actually do like this one. There's a few things that I don't like, but I'll go over that. So this one's upgraded, of course, different scope, nice vortex on it, and then a bipod up here up front. But if you'll notice, it's threaded from the factory, which is super nice. But you can also change out this grip and put most standard AR-15 grips on here. Here's what I don't like. I do like that the magazines have a thick grip on them, so it's really easy to grab, but you almost have to hook these things in like an AK to get it to push past that release right there. They're not the easiest to kind of work with, but we'll run this one too. And we got a jam already. So this looks like a failure to feed. This could be a magazine issue on this one, which I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. This is a fairly new gun that they have come out with, but I don't like, if you've noticed, those bullets, those rounds aren't really tilting up like most do. And I wonder if that plays a part, which it probably does, but super awesome gun. I just kind of think they can have a better magazine design. But it ran the rest of it flawlessly. So I do like this one. It doesn't move. I mean, 22 doesn't have much recoil to it. So This one's also going to be $450 around that area. So I like it. It's new. If you can get one, pretty fun little gun. But the magazine has its issues. Next, we've got this one. So this is going to be your Ruger 1022 that just about every household in America has. So this one, I believe if I remember correctly, I paid around $350. So it does have the better price advantage. Now, it does not come with the Magpul furniture. You can get them that way, but they are going to be a little bit more pricey as the Magpul furniture is just more expensive. This one came with your standard gray stock on it, and it was kind of terrible, so I had to replace it. But this is base model versus the base you can get on these guns, so wanted to be fair. I will say this. I personally think the 22 outclasses these guns in just about every fashion when it comes to aftermarket stuff that you can get for these guns. The magazines, the action, I just think they're better. Me personally, I think they're a lot better. But I've got the see-through little BX25 magazines, so 25 rounds in this bad boy, whereas I think the other one that we shot before this is like 15, and the one before that is like somewhere around 10 if I'm not mistaken. So you do get that magazine advantage. And I believe that these, you can buy them with the BX25s, but sometimes they come with just a little short mag that's flush with it, which that one still holds, I think, like 15 or 10. So I guess if you want to do apples to apples, it still does have around the same mag capacity as you buy it. But we'll run this one. And I have one of these aftermarket features that I really like that you can get for this gun, but can't get for the other ones. And you'll probably notice that here in just a second. But we'll take a few quick shots with it. Now, I just got a brand new scope on here, so I don't even know how sighted in it is. Oh yeah, there we go. Super fun gun. But what I really like about this one, it's got another mode right there on the selector. Because a certain company called Franklin Armory makes a binary trigger for it. It makes you be able to run it like that. So as long as you keep all three of these oiled up, they'll all perform good. And I'm sure in the newest one of the bunch is the Savage that we showed you before this, the Onyx, or what exactly it was, Oryx, excuse me. It is brand new, so maybe that's why it has a few feeding issues, but who knows, we'll run it as we go. But my opinion, if you're gonna go out and get you a nice little semi-auto 22 rifle, I would definitely go with the Ruger 1022. That way you can have all kinds of upgrading options and just keep going with it. But anyways, that'll be all for this one, guys. We thank you for watching. If you want to check out that Patreon, it's there, linked in the description. We also have all kinds of stuff going on with that. And real quick, I think at 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a small giveaway. We haven't figured that one out yet, not exactly what we're going to do, but if you would, please subscribe to the channel, like our video, help us get back out there to people. We'll see you in the next one.